Since the outbreak of COVID-19, two teachers of IDE started investigating the well-being of their graduating students. They organized a survey and several workshops with academic staff and graduating students. Different challenges arose from this research and were confirmed by students graduating pre-COVID. The challenges both groups experienced were not very different, but exacerbated during the pandemic. A first pressing challenge is the mental health of our students. Students who graduated pre-COVID, as well as students graduating during the pandemic, experienced a high pressure to perform while graduating. Another challenge that was recognized among both groups of students was staying motivated and feeling part of a group. We think that it is important to not just focus on student well-being and mental health, but to think more broadly about how we can make sure that students learn and thrive in their graduation projects without harming their mental health. With this in mind, we initiated a project with the aim to create a better study climate and support system for graduating students and all people connected to the graduation project. As part of the TU Delft Study Climate program, we, 4 design researchers, have the opportunity to work on the identified challenges and are at the moment co-creating interventions for and with graduating students. At the end of this project, we aim to deliver guidelines and proven working principles on how to develop a support system for all people involved in the student's final project. We apply a systemic and co-creative design approach, which means we involve all stakeholders connected to the student's graduation journey and co-design the interventions together. We prototype different interventions to test if something works and to find out how and why it works. To design the first intervention, we use different working principles, the design rationale behind an idea. So the challenge we started with was the following. The final design project of a student at the Faculty of Industrial Design Engineering is individually assessed and an individual piece of work, resulting in students who find themselves often isolated in their project and overwhelmed with the pressure to create a project to be proud of. However, working together actually benefits our learning experience and our design process. That is why we thought it would be a good idea to connect graduating students to each other and create a group of peers. This idea resulted in our first intervention, a weekly check-in. For 8 Monday mornings, graduation students could join a 1-hour Zoom session at 9 a.m. to start their week. The session started with a short plenary check-in to give students a chance to reflect on their own experience with the graduation project, their progress, and to find out how others are doing. The second and main part of the weekly check-in consisted of peer discussions in breakout rooms with 4 to 5 students. The group discussions were initiated by content provided by the facilitators. Besides bringing students together, the goal was also to let students question their mindset and approach towards the graduation project. What did the students think of this? From a survey and some short interviews, we learned that having discussions in the same group of people was comforting, that the students felt motivated and supported because of this intervention. They also felt part of a community, the community of graduating students that didn't exist before. The students also said that sharing their experiences with others helped them in their project, and that the weekly check-ins gave some structure to their week and helped them with planning. But let's listen to some of their own experiences.
I really like it that it's on Monday because then you kick start the week.
I think that feeling of being with a group of students, I think that's like the project group feeling. I think that was a long time ago that I felt that for the last time, especially during my graduation.
I have people to talk to at the faculty when I'm there. So, because I didn't know anyone.
Reflecting about my own behaviors or struggles helped me the most, I think.
To have an effect on and change something in a complex system of study climate, student success, and to create a well-designed support system around the graduation journey, we need to continue to involve different actors and to test interventions. We will continue to look into how we can design the creation of a community in education and what the benefits are of that community for students as well as for teachers. If you want to stay up to date about the TU Delft project co-creating the graduation journey, You can contact us on the email address below, or you can visit our website.